Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Smith Corner. And today I'm going to start a brand new trend for myself. I am starting a vlog, and I want to use this as a way to keep track of everything I do during the week. That way I can go back to it at a later point in time and be like, okay, this is what I did, this is what I didn't do, and this is how far I've come. But first, let's start with something. Smith Studios. What is it, and why have I suddenly began using YouTube? Well, Smith Studios, for the record, is not an actual studio. It's literally just me after getting some video editing equipment, a new microphone, and I guess a stand. It's up here. It's a stand that just keeps my camera up. And I just said to myself, well, this looks like a good way I can use to learn new skills like editing, video scripting, getting rid of backlog in my gaming, and I guess just learning how to stay consistent with uploads. Because I will tell you this right now that one of my flaws is that I don't keep consistent with my goals, which is something I want to change this year now that we're in 2024. And that doesn't mean 2024 is going to be any better than any other year. Like New Year's are just what you make of it. And I want to make sure that I start running and I just start really tackling my goals for once. Which I'm a writer, so that includes getting a new writing job, publishing stuff in magazines, actually working on my book, and again, just doing some other personal things in my life. So I guess YouTube is one of them, I guess. Now, you might have noticed already, but I'm not exactly good at talking in a consistent way. I tend to breathe in a lot. I tend to kind of think about what I want to say before I say it. I'm not good at improv, even though technically I was in debate for like 3 years and had to improv a lot of things. I usually work better when I have an audience, or not an audience, when I'm talking to somebody else, because then I can kind of work off your energy to kind of push me to do something else or say something differently. Which I guess is kind of another thing that I want to do here. I just want to kind of learn how to speak more and just monologue and talk and react to things and, just kind of have fun with it. You can have fun with something and just kind of like use it as a way to become better at something. And again, Smith Studios, there's no actual studio, but saying it just keeps me more motivated about everything. And, I joke about this a lot with the people in my life. I'm like, hey guys, I got a new studio. Oh really? Wow. What's it called? Smith Studios. So yeah, it's just kind of a running joke at this point, but I like it and I like the way it makes me feel. So we're gonna go with that. So yeah, right now I have a few games that are currently I'm making videos for. We've got the Amnesia, the Bunker, the Coffin of Andy and Lele. Lele is it? I don't know if it's Ashley, because then that would be Lee Lee and not Lele like I say it. But again, I'll have to look that up. I have, as I mentioned before, Amnesia the Bunker. I just finished getting footage for the ZFG demo. There we go. I said it right this time. ZFG, not ZFG. Remember, here in America, it's ZFG, but it's ZFG for real. It's just that nightmare. So I kind of want to do something different once I'm done with ZFG. I kind of want to do something that's similar to a review, but not really a review. It's more like just talking about what I liked about this game, what I liked about the demo, the things I found like the most interesting, and just kind of do it that way. And I think because of ZFG, I just feel like the route that I want to take with this channel, at least for now, is looking at more indie games, indie horror, those bite-sized games that can last like 2 to 4 hours. But I just feel like that's a good, feasible type of content for me to cover and just kind of play around with. Because it's easier to digest. And honestly, if you ever look at my backlog, I have so many games in my backlog. And every year I feel like I buy more games and then I don't touch them and then I just rinse and repeat. Buy games, put them in storage, never play them. And I feel like now with this channel, I finally have the motivation to every week at least spend 20 minutes playing the games that I want to play and making progress with that. So for 20 minutes, I can do ZFG. 20 minutes, I can continue to do Amnesia the Bunker. Uh, Outer Wilds was mentioned to me in the comments section, and that is something I've wanted to do for a while. Like, I tried it on Xbox, didn't really have time to play it, but now that I'm doing these videos, I can spare 20 minutes every few days to make progress in the game. And honestly, I just feel like that's going to be beneficial for me in the long run. And of course, I'm also still looking for work. So, if you know any writing people, anyone who needs a writer to do something, I will say one of the motivations to make this channel is because of my previous job, which was writing Fortnite scripts. I feel like I learned a lot about video editing. I learned a lot about what it means, like what happens behind the production of a YouTube video. Like I honestly thought YouTube was just people constantly improvising. And I don't know why I held on to that notion for so long. But, I started this job 2 years ago. And suddenly I realized, oh shit, these people are reading scripted content. That's why it always sounds so clear and just like they have something big to say. And I am working on at least an idea of what I want to do. I took notes and I'm writing them down because that helps me stay in focus. I guess one thing I want to do is Call of Duty Zombies. Is there too much nostalgia? Or at least that's the working title I have for that. I guess that's going to be one of my major projects, or at least one of the new challenges that I have is creating a video using a script, recording the script, and then recording the footage and using that footage to just create an actual video. I want an actual bumper that says, hey, check the description for the Twitter account, which, by the way, you should follow if you want to keep up with my stuff. And I guess I have another game here, actually. Slay the Princess. Okay, so I actually do want to try something different. One, as a writer, I do want to read more this year. And I make it my mission to actually read more. But I just feel like this is a nice little hybrid of that, where I can play a game that requires a lot of reading, but at the same time experiment with having somebody else here recording with me, so I can get their reactions and I can get my reactions as well, and we can kind of bounce off each other. I already have somebody in mind. I guess I'll introduce them to you at some point, whenever I get down to actually playing this game. I would record today, but I've actually spent the last 2 nights with less than 2 hours of sleep each time, so I'm not exactly awake. But, I'm awake enough to do some vlogs and do some recording for at least the Coffin of Andy and Lele, which I want to get up and which it actually is my best performing video so far. And I'm like, wow, like more than 30 people watched this video. And I'm like, it's such a small number, but I am actually kind of happy with myself. And that's the kind of motivation that I just want to like grind and just be like, yeah, you're doing good. You're going to take over the world. Not really, but I just like to motivate myself. So I guess that is it for the vlog for this time. I'm going to try to keep up with vlogs. I'm going to try to do at least one 10-minute video every week. Maybe every 2 weeks, I don't know. I guess if I have something else to say in a week, I'll do it in a week. If not, every 2 weeks. Let's just do that. Every 2 weeks. I'm going to write it down so I remember. 2 weeks. Vlog. But yeah, I hope to see you around the channel if you're watching this. Or if I know you in person, I hope to hang out more. But honestly, we will. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's all I have to say. And oh, wait, there's one more thing. I guess I'm going to try playing around with the filter, because I don't know how I feel about all the colors in this vlog. Sure, you can see my little Yu-Gi-Oh mat and my little Raikou coaster. Oh, no. But I know another vlog that does things in black and white. So yeah, I might do a little bit of experimentation. I might start with black and white, add a little music in the background, just to keep myself using skills, Just do, learn, improve, and live, I guess. So I'll catch you on the next video, which will be Coffin of Andy and Lele, which I will record right now. So catch you on the next update.